asked a bunch of girls, when was the last time a man approached you at a bar and started talking to you? And I thought this was just me thing, but they were all like, no, it hasn't happened in, I can't even tell you how long, like before COVID. And I thought that was a me experience. I was like, okay, maybe I give off like a standoffish vibe. I don't know. I don't think so. But no, they all agreed. They're like, I can't tell you the last time a man tried to talk to me at a bar. A man tried to offer to buy me a drink. Do men still do that? Men, can you weigh in? And I don't even need the drink, but like the last time, and I'll go up and talk to guys, but like, can someone explain?
No, darling, we don't. You see, y'all weaponized Me Too. Y'all ran around saying, believe all women, even the ones who were proven to be lying. Y'all cheered on those women who decided to destroy a man's life simply because she could. Simply because he dared to approach her and offer to buy her a drink at a bar. See, I know y'all think men are stupid, that we're children who need women to lead us around, but we're not. We saw your words, we saw your deeds and actions, and unlike women, we know that those words, those deeds, those actions come with consequences. And now you're seeing those consequences. No sane man will ever approach a woman again, especially in a bar. Because while, yes, there is a chance she might welcome it, if, and that's a big if, she thinks he's attractive or has money, there's an even better chance that she won't, and thus consider him a creep or his approach as harassment or even SA. The risk of her doing so is very real and simply too great for men to take. Not only shouldn't men approach you at bars, but they shouldn't approach or even be around women anywhere. Every man is at risk from every woman, and thus men should assume that all women, and any particular woman, presents a clear and present danger to him at all times. And it's not just the women he doesn't know. In fact, women he does know, even women who claim to love him, present an even higher risk, as is proven by the literally thousands upon thousands of false allegations made in DV and family courts every single day. Ladies, y'all decided to destroy men because it made you feel strong, made you feel independent, made you feel like boss. Well, you reap what you sow, and now you're seeing the result. Maybe, just maybe, you should have thought it through a bit more before you started doing it. Oh, and P.S., nothing says red flag to a man more than those silly little nose rings. Nothing says I'm toxic and proud of it like that piece of metal you've got stamped on your face. But hey.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video. You know, modern women are continuing, and I applaud them. They're continuing to find ways to ruin a man's day.
What's wrong with this right here? You know what's wrong with this? You're walking on the wrong side, sir. Sir, you're on the wrong side. You're supposed to be a gentleman and be on the outside. Why can't you pay attention to that?
Guess who just walked in the building?
You know, not gonna lie to you, man. You know, I see a lot of these clips and you hear a lot of stories, and these modern women, they really are unpleasant. They really are.
The worst part about dating is the fact that I go out and I have a great time with these guys, but then I'm like, wait, I don't know if I'm compatible with this person. Like, I don't blast on my date, but I'm also like, are he and I compatible? But should I just be dating to have fun, or should I be dating with intention? And that's where it becomes kind of hard, in my opinion. I don't know if anyone else agrees.
The amount of attractive women versus the amount of attractive men per capita is embarrassing. How is it that everywhere I go, I'm seeing women who are dry gorgeous, and if they're not dry gorgeous, they're at least beautiful, and if they're not naturally beautiful, they're at least put together. And everywhere I go, there's dusties. Oh my God, you can't even go anywhere without being visually by a dusty.
My brother just married a woman he's only known for 7 months. Congratulations to my brother, and I love him, right? But this is the twist. He was with a woman for 10 years. Everything she asked my brothers to do, he is doing for this woman that he has only known for 7 months. Bottom line, bro, I love you if you're watching this, but I had to share it. Stop begging these men to do things you need to be done, because he is not going to change for you. He will never be the man you need him to be, because you are not the woman that he wants to be. People change for who they want to change for. Stop preaching and start waiting patiently for your husband.
The one-sided effort from these modern women is absolutely horrendous. It's horrendous, man. And modern women think that men should be happy about this type of stuff.
Men don't have to say, I hate women. It can show up in their behaviors. For example, if let's say you're out with a group of girls, you're out with your friends, the only woman that you take account for is the woman that you're attracted to. But there might be women surrounding in that space and they completely ignore or don't treat them well.
If a man is attracted to a woman and he's pursuing that woman, why would he be also...
Women are watching how you treat all women in a space. It's not just because she's attractive. You talk to that one girl, let's say she has a friend, completely ignore her. You don't talk to her. You don't do anything nice, anything kind, anything sweet.
I'm not pursuing your friend though.
No, I'm not.
I'm coming to you.
Yes, but you can acknowledge that someone exists. Yeah.
Chivalry is dead, and women. Men, you need to protect yourselves. Back 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago, if you went on a first date with a girl, the likelihood that she had a genuine interest in you and wasn't just using you because she was bored or she wants a free meal, the likelihood that any one given first date even ends up becoming a second date is very small. Most first dates don't lead anywhere. In the past, you'd maybe go on 3 first dates and then you're married. Now, be going on 3 dates a week. Are you probably going to lose girls if you don't pay for the date? Yes. However, it's a matter of principle. I'm not going to be paying for a girl on a date that's f***ing another dude, and most of these chicks are f***ing other dudes. I'm not going to do it.
Modern women, they want a man to communicate effectively, but the way that they talk, they truly don't understand that it's going to turn a man off, to be honest with you.
As a matchmaker, I'm always looking for opportunities for my single clients to meet other singles in a natural environment. Today, I'm looking out for my single ladies who like the contractor type.
Excuse me, can you tell me the good-looking guys hang out here in Home Depot? Primarily, they're in lumber. In Home Depot. In the lumber aisle.
Here I am in the lumber aisle. Don't see much happening right now, so I decided to take a walk around. Ooh, there's a guy. He'd be good for someone. And sometimes you gotta be a little inconspicuous about these things, especially when you're hunting for men. Oh, there's a cute one, ladies. So I made my way back over, and again, not much happening. There wasn't really anyone here that I would set my clients up with.
Mornings, Monday to Friday.
There you go. If you luck out, try again. Monday to Friday, lumber aisle, Home Depot.
Okay, ladies, I have the answer. You know why men don't chase women anymore? Who want to chase bills? The moment you look at the moment the men look at a woman, they see walking bills, just walking away. Nobody is going out there to look for trouble, especially with a lot of you Western women over here are so full of yourself, entitled, spoiled brats. Nobody needs that. Even I, as a woman, if I look at you and you act like that, I'd be like, And that's the reason why I do not have a lot of friends. I choose quality over quantity. Maybe some of you need to think about what you are doing wrong in your life. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. A lot of you modern women in the United States are going to be alone, miserable.
Seeing these types of, this type of content and hearing about it, it is really honestly and truly, and you can't really blame them. It's what makes men take a step back from dating altogether.
Mental health matters for everyone, not just during certain times of the year or during certain months in which mental health awareness is brought to the forefront, but it's important for every single person, regardless of their gender, every single day of the year. So, just a gentle reminder, if you are not feeling like yourself, if you are not doing well, if you're in a bad place, please reach out to someone. Talk to a medical professional. There are so many resources that are available for those who are struggling every day with their mental health. Please do not be the person that suffers in silence because they are under the mistaken idea that that would be a show of weakness to ask for help. Because at the end of the day, it takes a truly strong person to acknowledge when they're not doing well and to know when to ask for help.
And you have modern women that don't want to be accountable to nobody. They want to pop off at the mouth. They want to fight. You're going to see men starting to divert their attention and their resources and their investments elsewhere.
The fact that I keep seeing posts from males talking about they not chasing no woman, they not doing no chasing. If she ain't chasing, like, we are doomed. Do y'all understand that? Do y'all know that men hunt? They're the hunters. Like, when I see a man say that he's not gonna chase nobody, I instantly think rainbow. Like, y'all want a woman to chase you? Y'all want us to hunt y'all? Like, he who finds, like, come on, man. We are doomed. And when I say chase, I mean pursue. Like, that's all.
I genuinely believe that you're sincere in asking me where I've tried to meet men before deciding to use a matchmaking service. My congregation is suburban and full of families. The gym, I go to the gym, I work out, I go home. I do not interact with any men that I see there because, again, it's also quite suburban, and I'm going to assume a lot of them are married. The store, what store? I'm not walking up to any strange man in a store. I don't care how good looking he is. My dog agrees. My dog agrees. Anyway, I hope that I'm going to have a good result with the matchmaker and smash that follow button if you want to hear how it goes.
I don't know if modern women, I don't know if they went to a school for this, but there's a degree in nagging and making people's life a living hell. But that's exactly what they're doing.
So the wife that cheated on her husband at the Coldplay concert and then got caught went on Oprah today and said that the man that she cheated on her husband with had zero integrity and that he was not honest about him and his wife separating. She said he wasn't the person he represented himself to be to me, and his lying is a non-negotiable for me. There was a big miss on honesty and integrity. You're going to need the best running shoes ever invented for how fast you're running away from accountability. Instead of blaming the dude, which, by the way, he was definitely in the wrong as well, your family, your children that had to see the entire world see their mom be exposed for a farming tool. But instead of taking any responsibility for your actions, you're gonna go on Oprah, try to blame the guy for not telling you he had a wife, all to promote for an $875 per ticket event where you're a keynote speaker about avoiding PR crises. What a load of
You can do about it.
Stop.
Yeah, listen to your girl, little boy.
Little boy? Go.
No, hey, Maggie, go to the car. Let's go. Let's go.
Andrew, stop. You're escalating. Stop. You're being crazy. Stop.
We knew it.
Disappointing. You can stop restraining me now.
Wait, what the is this?
It was a test, babe. See what kind of partner you are.
A test?
I'm in a fight and your move is to hold my arms behind my back? Do you know what I punched with?
No, I was just trying to...
We know. Have you seen Titanic?
Yes, I've seen Titanic.
That scene where Rose is literally in a lifeboat and then jumps back onto the ship so she can be with Jack?
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. Every guy saw her do that and instantly went, well, Jack's dead. That's what you did here today. You rosed me.
I rosed you?
You rosed him.
No, I didn't rose you.
You rose the living out of me. But it's okay. It was just a test and we can improve. Let's go, little boy. Giddy up. Yeah.
No, hey, don't fight!
Seen enough? Too much.
What? Another test? Mm-hmm. So what, are we breaking up now?
Does the one-legged duck swim in a circle? It does. Did you guys coordinate little boy? No, actually. Oh, I hate that.
Black men think that buying a random woman a drink is chivalrous. A woman, the only way that we can fix society is when men understand what you can't get, women need to earn every cent. But now we have a society where men are no. Let's say she's a beautiful queen. But she's a random girl, man. She's not your queen. She's a random girl. Yeah. What has she done to earn your rand?
Yeah, and that's what women have figured out, that men are willing to pay for my existence.
So again, I'm not even talking about the hoes. I'm not even talking about the slay queens. Men are going out of their way to give random girls rewards without hard work.
Yeah,
it's like me as a father. The more I reward my kids for nothing, the more they become entitled and spoiled.
Yeah.
And then if I do that for the next 15 years, how will they look as adults? If they are getting rewarded for nothing. There's guys, literally, I've seen this how many times, and I know you guys have seen it. There's guys that have literally seen a sister's post on social media, and at the bottom say, "What's Unai Kepitek? Let me send her money."
Yeah.
And I know girls that I've spoken to so many girls where they say, guys will just, like, I'll say, yo, Sabawela Hot Wings, and a guy will literally just cash send me 500 rand.
Have you seen women do that on WhatsApp?
WhatsApp, yes.
Hey. 1 hour later, deliver.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Men figured out real quick that rewarding nothing just creates entitlement. You give a random girl attention and money with zero reciprocity, she starts thinking that's what she deserves. Then when you stop, she acts like you did something wrong. That's why a lot of men just checked out. It wasn't complicated. They saw the math didn't work and moved on.
Jordan, congratulations to you, not only for the Oscar, but for curbing that motherfucker. For curbing. Hey, baby, listen, you cannot be with me down in the valleys. You do not deserve to be with me at the mountaintop. Michael B. Jordan is totally right for this. Because when he was trying to be the man that she wanted, when he was doing all the things right, when he was doing everything that women say they want in a man, what did she do? She bounced. And so friend. And y'all was clap like it was cute. But who got the last laugh now? What was Lori Harvey done want except maybe a trip to the clinic? What a claim has Lori Harvey's career had except another body? What has she done with her life since her and Michael B. Jordan broke up except have multiple relationships that did not work? See, the difference between men and women after a breakup a lot of the times is when women break up, they go in their hoe face, their hoe bag. They go out and have fun, which means that they're going to go and be promiscuous. Men, on the other hand, because we actually love unconditionally, we usually got to take some time and focus on ourselves. We get our body, our mind right. We start focusing on our purpose. And guess what? We come out better every time. I know for a fact, every time that I broke up or got out of a relationship with a woman, I came out better. There's not one time that can ever say, yeah, he fell off since he messed with me. And see, that's the difference between us. Salute to Michael B. Jordan. Congratulations on being the 6th black man to win that award. You deserve it, king. But even a better caveat, congratulations on you ignoring that and sending her back to the luxury apartments, the ugly money. I am showing y'all that I'm getting
now. So he is funny as man. I watch him on Instagram, man. He's cracking me up. So he's 100% correct. He's 100% correct. If true that she tried to, spin the block on him because back then she didn't want me, but now I'm an Oscar winner. Now she all on me.
Real talk, that's exactly what happens. Man does everything right. Woman's not interested because he's trying too hard or something's missing. Then he levels up, gets his life together, builds something real, and suddenly she's back wanting him. But he's already moved on, already at peace. And that's what she doesn't understand. You can't reject reject a man while he's climbing and expect him to wait around.
When you ask, how's my ex dating someone already? Like, how are they moved on already? That's not actually the question you're really asking. Okay? The real question is, does the fact that he moved on so fast mean I didn't matter? Does it mean that I never actually meant anything to him, or that they never loved me? Does it mean that there's something wrong with me that it made me so easy to freaking replace? The answer to all of these is no, okay? But that's the question underneath. Now, why does this actually happen, okay? Why do they do this? Well, some people, especially avoidant ones, do not sit with discomfort. They can't, okay? Their entire nervous system is wired to escape emotional pain through distraction, momentum, and replacement. A new person is not a connection, it's anesthesia, okay? It's something to focus on so you don't have to feel the weight of what just ended, right? It's their nervous system doing what it always does when intimacy gets uncomfortable, finding an exit and moving fast before feeling catch up. Moving on quickly is not strength. It's not proof that they didn't care about you. It's not evidence that you weren't enough, okay? It is proof that they do not know how to be alone with themselves. They never did. Now, I know me saying this doesn't necessarily fix the pain of watching it happen, okay? I know you can intellectually understand everything I just said and still feel like you got punched in the chest when you saw it. That is real, and I'm not dismissing that, but here's the part that actually matters for your feeling. Why are you still watching? Not to shame you, but just genuinely. But think about it, okay? Are you checking their profile? You're tracking whether he's posted with someone new? You're monitoring how happy he looks? And what is that actually? That's your nervous system doing the exact same thing his is doing. Outsourcing. His peace depends on a new person to distract him. Your peace depends on his life to tell you whether you're okay. If he's miserable, you feel validated. If he looks happy, you spiral, which means his emotional state is still regulating yours, which means you're still emotionally in the relationship. Okay? That's not a character flaw. That is an open loop. That is a nervous system that has not yet learned to source its peace from the inside. His moving on quickly is about him. Your obsession with his moving on is about you. And that is actually great news because you cannot control what he does, but you can close the tap. You can redirect your nervous system back to yourself. You can start building the internal regulation he was never actually going to give you in the first place. That is the work, not watching him live his life. Building yours, okay? If you're ready to stop outsourcing your peace and actually close this chapter, comment 63 below and I'll send you the information about my Becoming Her program. We just opened a new cohort. You got this. I believe in you. Peace.
Here are the psychological signs that a woman wants to be approached. Most men miss the moment. They're waiting for something obvious, like a flirty comment or a bold invitation. But real attraction doesn't speak that loud. Instead, women tend to signal their interest through subtle subconscious behaviors. And if you know what to look for, you'll never hesitate again. Here are the signs a woman wants to be approached and the psychology behind why they work. The first is positioning. If a woman is interested, she'll often place herself in your line of sight more than once. She might casually drift into your space, walk past you slowly, or take a spot nearby that doesn't seem necessary. This is called invitational behavior in social psychology. Her body's creating visibility and opportunity while still allowing you to make the first move. It's not random, it's strategy masked as coincidence. Second, we have open body language. She's not hiding behind her phone. Her arms are relaxed, her shoulders are back, and she's not turning her body away from the room. She might angle her torso slightly in your direction. That's ventral exposure, a primal sign of openness and interest. The human brain picks up on this even if you're not consciously decoding it. When someone wants that connection, they'll face towards what they're drawn to. And if her posture is relaxed, open, and directed towards you, that's a very good sign. Third, she makes eye contact and does it more than once. One glance could be accidental, but if you catch her looking at you and then it happens again, that's intentional. Eye contact is one of the first, most powerful tools of attraction. When a woman locks eyes with you, then looks away and back again, or gives you a subtle smile, it's not just politeness, it's a low-risk signal that she's open to interaction. Evolutionary, we're wired to seek social cues before physical approach, and the eyes always speak first. Fourth, she preens. This includes subtle grooming gestures like fixing her hair, adjusting her clothing, her neck, or her collarbone. These are called self-soothing behaviors, but in an attraction context, they're often subconscious ways of drawing attention to vulnerable feminine areas of the body. She might not even realize that she's doing it, but when a woman is drawn to someone, her body naturally engages in these micro behaviors that amplify her presence and her femininity. Fifth, she mirrors your energy from a distance. So if you smile and she softens her face, if you shift your posture and she subtly does that too, that's mirroring, and it's a subconscious bonding mechanism. When we feel safe or intrigued, we align our rhythm and our presence with the other person. Even from across the room, this can happen. It's not mimicking, it's unconscious rapport building. Six, she seems engaged with her surroundings, but she's a little distracted by your presence. So she might be talking with friends, but often often glancing your way. And these are all cues of social performance. They're signs that she's aware of being seen and wants to be. It's her way of quietly saying, I'm here and I wouldn't mind if you were too. Finally, she lingers. If the event is winding down and the group is moving on, or the moment feels like it's about to pass and she's still nearby, it's not an accident. People who want to be approached often delay their exit. They wait just long enough to give you that chance, and lingering is a form of psychological permission. The key to all of this is presence.
So I don't know who needs to hear this, but you can't just hit a reset button like Control-Alt-Delete, power off on your kid's Nintendo just to say, I used to sleep around with men, you know, popped out a few kids, got 4 baby daddies, but yeah, I'm in my 30s now, I'm in my 40s now, and hold up, let me just hit the reset button. Yeah, now I'm gonna start demanding, you know, these men to pay all my expenses before we even go on a first date. You guys are completely delusional. That makes absolutely no sense. And then you're wondering why men are looking at you sideways like, so you laid down with him, you had 3 kids by him, you had another 2 kids by him, and then you gave yourself up to like 20, 30, 40 other dudes, but now all of a sudden you're saying, yeah, before you even get a hug from me, before you even get me at the dinner table at a Ruth's Chris, you're gonna have to pay for my nails. And oh, I need a babysitter for my kids too. Yeah, and actually on top of that, we're gonna have to-go meals from Ruth's Chris to we're gonna need them. We're probably gonna need about 5 to-go meals for my kids. Yeah. But yeah, and make sure you leave the babysitter a good tip. Oh yeah, but we're not gonna sleep together for a long time. Yeah. All of a sudden I suddenly have standards, you know? Listen, there's a huge difference between setting standards for yourself, which is fine. No one's saying that you can't set standards. It's the way that these women are going about it that all of a sudden, like the flip of a switch, well, let's just forget about everything that happened. All of a sudden, I'm just kind of born again. And, yeah, now men have to pay for my whole life. That's completely unrealistic. Now, are there cucks out there that will do it? Yeah, there are, unfortunately. And it's those cucks that make a bad precedent and set the bad precedent for other men that actually have respect for themselves. But it's just completely delusional. There's a huge difference between saying, yeah, instead of going for these type of men that I know are going to take advantage of me, I'm gonna look for guys that are gonna respect me. But no, you guys want to be paid, and then when men compare you to, you know, the P word, come on, it's one of the longest standing careers or businesses out there, industries out there, you know. Yeah, rhymes with restitution. Yep. Every woman asking men to pay for everything, and you just think that that's okay. That's exactly what you are. Not sure if anyone has told you that before, but that's exactly what that is. You want a man to pay for you just to come out to dinner. You want a man to pay for you just so he can pick you up and go walk at the park. You want a man to pay for you to go get your nails just so you can look cute. Yeah. It's real bad out there, and I feel bad for the men out here that actually have some respect for themselves and actually have their own standards and don't want to have to essentially pimp a woman out just to go out to eat. Like, that's for the birds, and I feel for you guys.
You know, the level of entitlement for some of these modern women is astronomical. It's through the roof. It's through the freaking roof. And that's exactly why you're seeing a lot of men turn and go in the other freaking direction.